Good evening. Baba teaches us to transform our sanskaras, our nature. People from different places have different sanskaras. Like even Baba always talks about 5 fingers in your own hand. They all are of different sizes. But it's only possible to do a task when all of them come together. One finger cannot do anything. 2 fingers together, very difficult. But when all the 5 fingers, though they are different in sizes, different in, can do a task. The beauty of the drama is variety. If there is no variety, then there is no taste also. We all like, any human being for that matter, like every day something change. Yeah? Variety, different things. Everything, if just imagine if everybody in the world would have same features, same nose, same eyes, how will we enjoy that? So the variety thing is something that is the beauty of the drama. And so when we understand the drama accurately, then we appreciate and we accept everyone. I believe the meaning of love is to appreciate and to accept. Appreciating and accepting, not superficially, but accepting the difference in another person. Appreciating the difference in another person. When there are 2 people, there are 2 different things, 2 different thoughts, 2 different ideas, 2 different opinions. Yeah? 2 different nature, 2 different sanskaras. So when there are 2 things, it's just 2 different things. There is no question of who was right and who was wrong. It's just 2 different things, and I have to appreciate you and you have to appreciate me. Because it's just different. I'm different from you and you're different from me. When I begin to appreciate the difference, instead of thinking we differ in our opinion, so I can't match with you or you can't match with me, we can appreciate the difference. Because many a times what happens is even the little difference, people start rejecting it. I differ from you, you differ from me, so we can't get along together. But Baba always has taught us the other side of everything what people see, the negative. The other side of it, the other end of it is so positive, so nice. So where in the world people for little things, they differ and they reject. There's no acceptance. But here Baba talks about drama. He has taught us such a beautiful, knowledge of drama where there is still difference, but we appreciate, we accept, because that's the beauty. And there are many places in the centers, of course, sisters, brothers from different parts of the world live together as community. They might not even know to speak the language. Very harmonious, very loving, very good. But there are many places where the same place, and they might be sisters, they might be, own, but they can't get along. So when we bring ego in between the differences, like you are different from my idea, I am different from your idea, But when we have ego in between, then we can't accept. The acceptance finishes. The love finishes. Appreciation finishes. And so there is disunity. I break away from you, you break away from me. Because ego plays a very major role in disunity. You see? And that's the reason Baba has said, like, 3 things we need to, final 3 words Baba has said, and we need to attain that stage. One is to be viceless, to be incorporeal, and third is egoless. Incorporeal, to be bodiless, viceless, no vices, and third, when we say about being viceless, it includes all the 5 vices. But still, Baba said, egoless. Because even when we become totally viceless, we become ego. We might be egoistic. I'm so viceless. See? I am the great than everybody else. So the ego being viceless also should be finished. Because ego is such a strong thing that literally builds wall between 2 people. Even little ego. And that's the reason what happens is, Baba has said, the sign of ego is hurt. You feel insulted. You feel very quickly hurted for anything. Even little, like you are, someone didn't tell Om Shanti, or they didn't give more importance, or didn't speak to you nicely. Maybe the person is in hurry or whatever, or maybe ignored. So these things, we feel I'm being ignored. People cannot take that being ignored, being given less importance, being not taken care well. I was not, like people didn't speak to me very well. So all these little things hurts. If it still hurts us, it means we still have that ego somewhere. So when I am hurted, then I create a gap between, create a distance between the person who I feel the responsible for, to insult me. So that's how we get away from each other. So ego, many a times, or pride or prestige or whatever, these things brings us apart. And when there's a gap between 2 people, 2 Brahmins especially, then that's a space where Maya enters. If I have to build a wall, 2 bricks first, in the first place, 2 bricks has to come together. Yeah? And if 2 bricks says, no, I don't want to come closer to the other one, I hate this, then we can't make a wall. There are hundreds of bricks coming together. Then we say it's one wall. One wall consists of several hundreds of bricks, each brick coming closer to another. And one brick coming to another, they put cement, or maybe, to be able to hold it, bind it. Now what is that is needed for 2 people, 2 souls to come together, to bind together? Is trust, appreciation and acceptance, love and trust. To enable or to strengthen the Brahmins together, we have to feel it is our family, it's my family, and where family, each individual belongs to me, and where other people also feel I belong to them. The feeling of belonging is possible when one person, we don't have to know each other's name, we don't have to being very familiar with each other, not necessarily that your things or maybe your nature, your habits, your taste should match with me. We are one Baba's children. I think that's much sufficient. And that's the reason Baba has created this universal mantra, Om Shanti. There's no translation in any language. Om Shanti is Om Shanti. I am peace, your peace. So when I am in peace and when you're in peace, we come closer. That's a beautiful mantra Baba has given. So Om Shanti in itself says that I am a soul and my religion is peace. So when I don't become soul, when I don't consider myself soul, I consider myself body, I see you as a body, then comes the ego. Then comes rejection. Then comes liking and disliking. So not being united, not coming closer to each other, in itself shows body consciousness. Why should I look at why this body should be a barrier between you and me? Whoever you are, whatever the color, whatever, you are a soul, I am a soul, we both are brothers. Finish. You have your karma, I have my karma. You have your role to play, I have my role to play. Yes? You have your sanskaras, I have my sanskaras. You have your nature, I have my nature. But still, we love each other. Because God has picked each one of us from different parts of the world, from different corners, among millions and millions, just one picking up. So I'm sure we are not ordinary ones. Yeah? So all extraordinary souls together. When I begin to look at that extraordinary things in each one of you, look the special thing, the extraordinary thing in me, and I see the extraordinary thing in you, then I'm sure we begin to appreciate. When I think I'm more higher than you, or you think you're more higher than me, in whatever way, or maybe just I don't like the sense of rejection from within my being towards any Brahman soul, I guess is in a way is disrespect to God. I don't know, because I can't disrespect someone who is chosen by God. Right? I have no right to disrespect anybody. Yes, this person who I'm living with, who I see every day, I note 100 things, 100 bad things, 100, I can understand this person has this. I wouldn't do that, all that person is doing. And I understand this person, whatever he or she is doing is not right. They are all negative, fine, that's fine. But God has chosen. And there is something that has attracted God and able to choose that person. Did God not know that person having so many weaknesses, so many shortcomings? Definitely yes. And many times Baba says, whatever I see in others, if I'm able to recognize some negativity in others, remember that's a reflection of your own self. If you have never tasted a mango and the whole basket of mango is put in front of you, would you know what it is? Because you never seen a mango, you never tasted a mango, so the whole big basket of mangoes in front of you, it makes no difference, or it's not going to pull you because you don't know, you never tasted. So if I see something negative in another person, so definitely I've tasted it. If I've already tasted a mango, and the basket of mango is put in front of me, I know, oh yes, I know this is mango. I tasted. I know what type of mango it is, what quality of mango it is. So I get into the taste of it because I recognize the taste, because I know it, I've tasted already. So when I see something negative in others, which I say, I don't like this, it means somewhere, may not be as much as that person has, but I still have the trace of it. And that's the reason I'm able to recognize that in others. So somewhere it reflects my own inner being. If I had not known, even if I don't have that negativity at all, I am knowledgeful, yeah, but I absolutely don't have that negative thing in me. But I understand on the basis of knowledge that the other person has this negativity, but still I can ignore it. Why ignore a person? I can ignore that negativity, na? If there is a wound in this hand, I wouldn't cut the entire hand, isn't it? I will treat that part, but I will still have the hand. So anything that I see in a person, the negative thing, I have to ignore it, because each one have traveled. They've made a very long journey, and we all have acquired certain things in us. And as from one to the next birth to the next birth, the soul leaves the body, takes another birth, leaves the body, takes another birth. So through many, birth one after the other, we have been acquiring so many things. So that's fine. Even I've been acquiring, even that soul have been acquiring. Longer the journey is, more dust we acquire. That's fine. It's something we have to understand. Like, if you take your car, brand new car, just on the road, the wheels, they're very clean, isn't it? And you go through very muddy, or maybe the car has run few miles, several miles in fact. After 2 days, what's the color of the wheel? After 10 days, what's the color of the wheel? After 10 months, what's the color of the wheel? So the color of the wheel, and you can see also some little stones getting into the, in between, and some dirt and everything accumulated. But the first time when you brought the car from the showroom and you began, you started your journey on the road, the wheels were absolutely clean. Yeah. So more dirt you see in the wheel, maybe I've gone through hard path, dirty path, or I've been traveling for a very long period of time. So that's fine. The car is there to run. Why do we have to develop that rejection for another person, the one who drives the car? That's fine. It's after all a wheel, it can be changed also. In fact, we have to appreciate that the car has run long, several miles, and it's a long journey. Have to have that sympathy or more love for that soul, rather than having that hatred. The wheels can always be washed also, but it's I can't just remove the wheel and check it out, because it's still working. It's in a working condition, and each wheel is very expensive. And so if I develop this attitude of acceptance and appreciation, it's very easy for me to point out mistakes in others. I don't like that, the way you do this. I don't like the way you speak. I don't like this and that. It's very easy to reject. But appreciating is a very big thing, isn't it? We very quickly reject, but it takes long to appreciate. When someone does a mistake, we will be very quick to tell a person, I didn't like the way you did it. But when the person really does something good, we wouldn't really take a moment and say, you did very well. I like the way you did. you're a very nice person. We wouldn't take a moment to appreciate that little small thing that person did. But we wouldn't take even, waste little time to tell the person you're very wrong, you shouldn't have done, blah, 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 blah. So we are ready to just pour out all that to a person. So why don't we take a moment to appreciate? You see? And many times Baba says unity means the sign of unity has been shown holding hands together. You see? There's a globe and holding hands together, different colors, different, all of them in a round, in a circle, holding their hands together. Now, when would I hold your hand or you hold somebody's hand and it goes on like that? There are two things. Number one, when hands are dirty, stinking, you see, the other person, takes few steps away because cannot stand. Even the person wants to hold the hand, cannot hold the hand because they are dirty and it's stinking. Yes? Will you hold a hand which is very dirty, stinking? People will maintain a distance and they say, I can't hold because it's too dirty. And second thing, holding hand is possible when I keep my hands open. If it's closed, we can't hold each other's hand. Right? I have to be able to open my hands for another person to hold. Another person should open the hand for the third one to hold. Now here the dirty and filth and then the stinking is somewhere my mind, my intellect, my sanskaras need to be very clean. You see, if I have negative things for another person, or the negative thing for another person begins with negativity for my own self, I might not love myself. And so I might really not know how to love another person. So I always maintain that distance. And in this distance, we begin to feel lonely. Many Brahmins, the biggest door to Maya is loneliness, emptiness, lack of enthusiasm. Definitely the moment when we feel lonely, empty, we begin to fall down. We become, like very, very tired, no enthusiasm, no spirit in life. Yeah, going on. Yes, Amrit Vela, yeah. You pull yourself through the way, pull along. Murli, yes, Baba speaks about the Murli, every day the same Murli, Yeah, we begin to feel that boring, monotonous. We feel as if you're pulling our life. Meditation, yes, we follow this as a discipline. We wouldn't enjoy it. And there comes the whole big gap for Maya to enter. The moment you forget or we lose that interest and we don't enjoy our Brahman life, we are not enjoying Brahman life, we are following because it's a discipline, then remember Maya has already entered. Because when I'm not enjoying, I'm not happy. When I'm not happy, I have 10 complaints. I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't... So there is discontentment within ourselves. So when there is discontentment, we begin to complain, we have problems, we lack interest, you see? Everything seems boring, monotonous, we feel we want to change. What if not today, why I can always read Murli later. Yoga, Baba says you can meditate any way you want, even sleeping. So why not I do that? So we all have such funny thoughts in the mind, and we begin to get away. You see, and complain is the big thing. I don't like that person. I don't like sister in charge. I don't like the brother who is there. I don't like the person who is. I don't like student. So we don't, liking, because basically I'm not satisfied. I'm not happy. I'm not enjoying anything. When I have that enthusiasm, every bit and part in life, we begin to enjoy. I see every person being so new, absolutely perfect, because it's role. It is his role. Each one are playing their role perfect. Even the person who's doing all funny things, that's their role. Remember the drama? You wouldn't have all the actors in the drama playing the role similar. They have their own roles. Someone is dancing, someone is speaking, someone is a very funny guy, is like a joker. Someone is very serious person. Someone does 100 mistakes there. And someone is a villain. Someone is very, very beautiful. That's the variety of drama. Only then you can focus and enjoy. And you begin to appreciate every actor who's playing whatever. You wouldn't stick on to one person, and there is also some person who would come and fight, hit another person, and then you would say, they're fighting very well. You would say, that's not a good thing. Why are they fighting? They shouldn't be fighting. That's the role. That's the role. More fighting, more somebody died or whatever, you will be able to appreciate the positive side more. So I always have an opportunity to learn, to appreciate the other side when I begin to see the negativity. Instead of, making comments or criticize things or complaining, why this person is like that and why that person is like that. I just wonder if heaven is really going to come. This person is going to come in heaven, then I would not go. I don't want to go to golden age if this person is going with me. No way, no way. I prefer going to, silver age. I don't mind, but I don't want to go with this person if he's going to go, if she's going to go to golden age. So these sort of funny thoughts, is not really good. There are many people who sometimes would say this. The rejection is to such an extent where they're really not able to enjoy that type or that variety of role. That's a rare kind of, when you see certain flowers, certain fruits, which is of a very rare quality, would you not appreciate that? You wouldn't see that anywhere else. And it has a rare taste, it has a rare smell, fragrance. So when we see somebody with all such negative traits, why not we take it as being a very rare type of thing, rather than saying, I can't take this. Well, appreciation. Well, that's what I believe is love. When I begin to appreciate someone, I begin to accept that person as that person is. And that's exactly what Baba did with us. He began to appreciate us. He never said, you guys are sinners. You've been doing all sorts of blunders from 63 births. You're very, very dirty. You've been through the journey and I can't even touch you. You're so filth. He didn't say that, though we are that. Did he? He began to appreciate. The very first day we came to Baba, he said, you're a very sweet child. Long lost, now found. Baba was waiting to see you. God being so pure, ever pure, almighty, longing to see a person like me, a person like you. So the words, the appreciation and accepting whatever you are, whoever you are, whatever you have, whatever you've been doing, that's fine. So when we begin to accept another soul, then with that love and appreciation, when I even have to tell something, if you would do this instead of that, There is a lot that the other person also will begin to accept. The other person doesn't accept because I am not accepting. So there's a wall between us. Unknown wall. We don't know why this wall is. So it's very important for me to see within my being what is that is not able, is enabling me to come closer to another person, no matter what the person is. Many times we think instead of being closer with that person, it's very good to avoid, keep a distance. That's fine, but I can still appreciate in my heart. Yes, no? I see all things, but I need to change my attitude. Because we can't expect another person to change, can we? But I can change my attitude towards everybody. So more I change, more I become flexible in my attitude, in my way of looking at people, accepting them, then it becomes very easy for me. And that's what Baba talks about, having dance in golden age. We can hold our hands together and ignoring all that negative things, shortcomings, weaknesses, but begin to appreciate each other as you as a being with all those good and divine things. You wear that, you are that, and for all the 84 births, we will be together in different forms, in different relationships, whether you like or not. You like this? Yeah? You can take it? The Brahman birth is, a Brahman family is a family. We go through the journey together right from the beginning up until the end in different relationships, whether you like it or not. Lokik family, just one birth. Take birth, mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, friend, blah, blah, blah. Finish, gone. Maybe, may not be, we meet. But yes, in case of Brahmins, we are all together from the day one to the day end. You like this? Yeah? Oh my God, this person, whole of 84 births being together in different relations. No way. I don't want to be in the cycle at all. I just want to exit myself in the cycle. But there's no way. So when this is a predestined drama, each one have their role to play. All that I need to do is to accept it, appreciate, and understand. This is called as understanding the drama accurately. If I have a question for any soul, why this person, or if I have rejection for any soul, it means I don't understand or I haven't understood drama accurately. The one who has understood drama accurately would not reject or would not have that feeling of rejection for anyone. Yeah? So appreciating the specialities in each one will bring us together. We can really hold our hands. And opening the fist, if you're going to close, then we can't hold. So opening the fist means I'm very selfless. If I have any selfish motives in my, I create my own boundary and I wouldn't allow you to enter into my boundary, and it boundary could be my comfort zone, it could be my limitation, whatever I call it as, then I keep my fist very close, then you can't hold my hand and I can't hold yours. It means we all create our own boundary, and you're in your boundary, I'm in your boundary, each one of us in our own boundaries. Then there is a fort around everyone. So there's no question of coming together. The togetherness is not possible. And lastly, when every time I say I, then there is individuality. In the sense, you are different from I you are different from me, because I say I, you say you. So this is called as illness. When we say we, a lot of strength is created. So from illness to wellness. When I say I, it creates illness because I feel so lonely, I feel dejected. When we say we, then wellness. We in itself brings in strength. So we as a family, Baba has created beautiful God's family, and this is a very, very rare family in the entire cycle. We wouldn't get this family at all. So let's appreciate each other, love each other, and strengthen this togetherness. And anyway, we have to go to Golden Age. So we create this sanskar of being together, and then we all together will go to Golden Age. Om Shanti.